I've been going through some things. When I call you my babe, I was caught in the days. Can you make me love you? No complaints. You should come me and say, make me scream out my name. Let me love you. Crystal years, yeah. We went just the winds from springs on the river. This is love and witchcraft. Everything's so. Yeah, we gon' make a TV show about sex and soul. Love and witchcraft. Yeah, listen, this might tickle just a little. Yeah, okay. Then I put some crystals on your nipples. Yeah.
Flight boss, bitch, for sure. Listen to the mind of an Terry Spoon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. God damn it, you already know. And look, check this out. We're going to talk about some people in your motherfucking life got excuses for being motherfucking toxic, and don't get caught up in their motherfucking bullshit. Flight morning. God damn it. Because look, God damn it, we on one right now. Because this is what you need to understand. Some people just toxic in your motherfucking life, but they're looking at their toxicity like it's not toxic based upon what they have built when they on their own, based upon insecurities that they have built up. They may have went through things in their life. They may have lost people. They may have went through bad relationships, all kind of circumstances. And here they come bringing all their baggage, all their motherfucking suitcases with a bunch of bullshit in it onto the relationship that y'all both supposed to be sailing in. And if both of y'all ain't got the same direction, then that motherfucking relationship is gonna go to a foggy path where none of y'all is gonna know how to steer. So keep that in motherfucking mind also. So let me say this, right? When you're around individuals, sometimes you gotta sit back and peep game. And when you start to look at a person's issues, what a person like and dislike, and things of that nature, and then you start to see that they have issues that they deal with on their own, but you still want to make yourself a part of this individual, you need to know that you're getting ready to take some bullshit on as responsibility. Because here's the thing, right? Sometimes people, they toxic energy, they don't see it as toxic because it be something that they have used to help them get over circumstances and situations in their life. For an example, it might have been a person who went through a real fucked up situation. A relationship, right? And as far as that situation, right, it may have did certain things, and this person probably built certain inner securities, aka insecurities, to be like, all right, if I don't do things like this again, then I won't give other people the idea to make it seem like I'm open, that they can take advantage of me in this area. It's like real deep. There's really no words to explain it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say though, especially y'all females. It's certain things within a relationship that ain't the necessary problem. Like that ain't the problem that's on Front Street. That might be the main argument all the time, but it's really a root cause of something. It'd be like a way we're both interacting with each other, and it's like an inner game, an inner leverage game, where you might think and feel and act one way in a particular day, then it allow another person to act and feel and think, reacting to that action that you showed that one day. Then a few days down the line, that action you showed, you may not want to necessarily show that action or that thought form or that feeling, and here comes this person internally, esoterically, counting on you to think and feel in that kind of way. So it become like an internal esoteric battle where you like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have thought or expressed myself that way a few days ago, because now this person see me in that light and I'm not always like that. So now let me interchange it. And this is like internal arguments all relationships go through. It's even hard to even explain, but if you ever been in a relationship for a long period of time, you're not just childish or anything of that nature, then you know what I'm talking about. Before arguments and battles become external, it be internal first. It be mind games first. And you would think that you plan it with yourself, but everything happened for a reason. You wouldn't feel and think that way to start to react in certain ways with your actions if that substance energy wasn't actually in the room, aka if your partner or group of people didn't have thoughts and feelings to make you feel that way. But since that's the esoteric realm, you can't just jump out the window and judge a person like why you think and feel that way, because you have to leave a person room to utilize their daughters and men around what they like to hide behind as a spirit. Because your spirit utilize your mentalities, your sons of gods. Now that's inside your daughters men. So that's inside your your daughters and men. Your sons of God is inside your daughters and men. So your spirit creates your mentalities, your minds, and then your minds control your body, your daughters and men. So your spirit jumps into your spaceship, create an image or a character, a star creature for itself, aka how it likes to be seen, and then it play out those characteristics through the daughters and men. So when you're picking up influences from a person's sons of gods, their mentalities, their feelings and emotions, their Adams and Eves, A lot of times you have to leave a person room to cover it up with their daughters and men, because sometimes we all don't know where we want to fly our spaceship. We still be indecisive, aka this is when you indecisive on a person. So before you prejudge, you want to sit back and create a shape and form that makes sense with your sons of God, with your spaceship. You see what I'm saying? So when you a person that don't allow a person the freedom to create that shape and form, then express it, you will start to prejudge, and a person may not even necessarily know if they thought and felt like that yet. They just might have some of those thoughts and feelings, so you start to feel a certain way around them. And if you like extra sensitive and spiritual and shit like that, and you're all extra timid and shit like that, you're gonna start to, oh yeah, I feel like this from you, I feel like that, and then that person may not even constructed that mentality yet. You have to always allow other spirits to give them time in that space. Otherwise, you're gonna start smothering their space. You're gonna start reaching a person's soft spot and make a person feel like they have to walk on eggshells or constantly attack you all the time when they're around you. This is real spiritual right now. I don't even know if I'm conveying this right, but if you truly spiritual, you know what I'm talking about. The world I'm talking about right now ain't no words. So it's like all we could do is express it with our daughters and men, or utilize our mentality to speak it with our daughters and men, our words, to make it relatable down here. But what we doing up there is the same thing we doing down here. So the better the spirit you are, the more you know how to make that relatable. But some shit is just mystery. Some shit is just work in mysterious ways. Some shit just you gotta understand. Some shit it just take ears to motherfucker see, eyes to hear. See what I'm saying? Real shit. And you get too logical on that, you'll be like, he said that backwards. See, you missed the point. But here's the thing, right? You could be around individuals who already have done this in previous relationships and things of that nature. So they already got this inner core of, all right, I'm never going to act like this again, because this always make people react to me in this manner. And you have to keep this in mind if you are a toxic individual. When you come across different individuals, these are different individuals. Everybody not going to react and respond to that same aspect to you as the other person. So to sit here and create some type of insecurity construct to be like, all right, I know motherfuckers be like this every time I'm like this, so let me not do this when I'm in my next relationship. You might come across another person who might need that kind of energy from another person, and you didn't close that off based upon you gave it to somebody previously and they took advantage of it. So now when you come across an actual good person, you don't give them what they actually need, because you think that they act the same way, or the whole world gonna act in that same way. So you end up being in your own bubble where you don't see nothing else outside of you but your own desires, your own light spectrums. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. So it can lead into a lot of selfish energies. But you know what I'm saying? When we start to talk about people who have toxic energies and they have excuses for these things, you have to sit back and peep game, because a lot of times these individuals, they don't even know it's toxic. So sometimes you have to sit back, like, look if you just met a person, right? And before you even got truly invested in them, they start crying all the time based upon, let's say they lost grandparents or something like that, or they always got something to complain about when it comes to their job or something like they're letting a whole bunch of frustration baggage out early, to the point that it's making you feel like in order to support this relationship, you have to have a sense of discernment. So that let you know you get ready to take a responsibility of someone's emotional baggage. And this is a person who has emotional baggage, and this emotional baggage is balled up with a whole bunch of shit that's really esoteric excuses for being toxic. So this person may do something. So say you get into a relationship with this kind of person, right? And say they may do something, they may cheat, or they may do something that they know you don't like. They're going to expect you to actually consider it and turn the other cheek, because they expect you to know what they've been through. Because for the most part, when y'all got into the relationship, they sit there and laid it all out on the line. But think about it. Key words, all out on the line. It must have been a whole lot of shit they left out on the line. AKA, if you was this so psyched up by the sex or this person looks or the situation at hand when it first took place, you might have got blinded to the fact that you getting ready to take a big old responsibility that you don't even necessarily need to have. AKA somebody's baggage that they bringing on this relationship, and this baggage is what they're using as an excuse for being toxic. So every time the relationships don't steer in the right direction, once you start complaining about their suitcase and their luggage and baggage is being too heavy, they're gonna expect you to understand and expect you to be a better driver, be a better flyer on pilot on y'all ship, or be a sailor on y'all relationship. However you want to look at this aspect, but that's esoterically, but we're talking physical right now. They're going to be looking at you like, well, you should understand this, that, and the third. AKA, esoterically speaking, you should be a better pilot. You should be a better sailor steering this relationship. And then you're going to find yourself feeling like, damn, I'm the only one steering the relationship. So you're going to have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll end up just carrying a whole bunch of baggage from an individual, and then they might bring other individuals along. Oh yeah, I always need this person around because they remember this. I need this. Oh, I always got to go back here. Oh, I need this family member. And then for the most part, y'all not in a relationship. You are in a relatable ship, aka you are forced to be relatable to everything that this individual is in a relationship with, aka their baggage. And if they can't cut ties with their baggage and lighten their load to end up being in a relationship so y'all relationship can run through more smoothly, then you are around an individual who are toxic, but they got excuses for it. So don't get caught in nobody's motherfucking bullshit. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. And I think I got one more day, and we about to be live on the goddamn main channel on this motherfucker. You better believe it. And this channel, I'm gonna be promoting this channel for all the spells and all that motherfucking shit, so we can know all my witches and wizards out there and the spiritual people and shit that I might not be able to put up on my main channel and shit like that. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure.